Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old kit reacts, reviews and oft-times reminisces. Today we're doing Pulchritude, which is probably a complete contrast to the music therein. In fact, I know it is because I've listened to it. Depends on what you find beauty in. You might say that this is the complete opposite of how the music might sound. But anyway, interesting that first time I clicked on Pulchritude when I'm looking for new music, this isn't how it sounded, so I moved on, and then curiosity got the better of me and clicked on a different track, and oh, okay, let's have another listen to that. So suffice to say that Pulchritude's music bridges, not particularly bridges, but falls into two camps really. One camp which isn't really my thing, and another which is why we'll listen to Please Grow rather than maybe one of the other tracks on this record. Anyway, let's go. So the first thing that struck me about this particular track, and the one that precedes it, I think, is similar. Was it? I was going to say it's like a wall of sound, but it's not. It's like a whirl of sound, and that's mainly down to the synthesizer, keyboardy stuff in the background. Not particularly in the background, but the accompanying synthesizer, which is delivered in such a way that it reminds me of on a fairground where the merry-go-round goes round and round, and the music has that sort of in and outness to it, and the whole thing has a slightly supernatural tone to it, which is pleasing. But it is a sound that you wouldn't be able to fit anything else in, I don't think. There are no nooks and crannies to which to stuff anything else. It is as full as a full thing. there is a certain otherworldliness to this. It's almost if you believe in multiverses and the like, and the notion that somewhere in another universe, somebody who is virtually you is doing something that you would virtually be doing every day, in a certain way that only you would do, but the slight differences. This is as if those two multiverse, you're watching or listening to this band from one multiverse through a thin membrane of one multiverse to the other, and it has that slight sort of blur to it, maybe, or you just get the sense of so you're not quite in the same place. And the vocals, for some reason, remind me of if I was listening to such vocals through my grandma's radiogram. But yes, it is quite compelling, even though I don't mean featureless, but there isn't much in the way of relief, or it's a very linear, if but full-on ride that we're on at the moment. Glorious bass thrum happening in the mix there. There's no sort of discernible rhythm to it. It's just thrumming away like I was watching one of the spacey type channels on YouTube a while back, and they were talking about cosmic strings or something like that, where these unbelievably powerful but very, very insubstantive strings sort of hum away in the universe, and this is what the bass reminds me of there. In fact, the whole thing sort of strikes me as a little bit spacey, in the same way as sort of space black metal is employed at times. Not sure what this is about. Don't really care what the subject matter is, to be honest. I just like to be blown away by the tumult, which is where we are. I'm happy with that. think what grabbed me about this particular track, and the first track on the album, I think, is that it is, despite being a racket, its composition is such that you could sort of drift away to it, really. Sort of be, if we go back to a spacey type analogy, as if you're sort of just floating in the void, and all manner of sort of stimulation assails you, but it still makes you sleepy. And this is because it is featureless insofar as if you're looking at it from afar, it would be just perhaps one black mass. It's only when you get closer you notice movement within, perhaps. But I do find this sort of music ideal to drift away to, funnily enough. Hey. So there you go. Quite enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed it. There is an album. This is from a demo. There's an album out. So if you like this, beware, because the album, from the quick listen I gave it, is more black gazy than that sort of full-on sort of black curtain of sound you had there. So I probably will give the album a listen, because sometimes it depends on how it's done. Black gazy stuff does appeal to me. Very, very rarely, I have to say, but sometimes it does. So I shall give it a listen. But there you go. There's another track on the album which is similar to that. The rest are a bit more sort of black gazy. But hey ho, I like that. That probably means I'll buy it. So there you go. And I find a recommendation, I suppose, and it's going to take some money from me. Click your bollocks. Catch you next time. Cheerio.